I'm going to go a whole nother tack now. So I think I've mentioned that when we would have functions at PA86, that I would have this position as a guard in the hallway, guarding Guru's room. So I would see Guru go in to the function, and I'd see Guru come out. And whenever he came out, even just for a little break to go to his room, maybe to, I don't know, to use the bathroom or call someone or do whatever, he would always, mostly he would just give me this really sweet smile, which I sort of felt like, after a while I started to feel like the Guru was actually giving me something. It wasn't just a smile, there was something more important about this smile. But also, especially at the end of a function, I would stand up for when Guru was coming out, and usually one other disciple would come down, another guard would come and stand to one side, so we would be there. And there was a thing where when Gurus had functions at PS86, the Anna Brahma girls would usually have a bag on a table just nearby the door where they would prepare Guru's tea or whatever, So that was always there. And one of the things that very often happened was that when Guru was coming out and leaving the function, he would stop as he walked through the door, see the bag on the side there, and start looking in. He'd lift up the lid and start looking in. And you knew that Guru was looking for maybe a cookie or something. But he was doing it, he had this expression like a little boy that was looking for the one extra cookie, And the thing that was more kind of amusing or whatever, or humorous about it, was the fact that sometimes Guru would be on diets. And you knew that during the day, different doctors or whoever in the center or people who were taking care of his nutrition or whatever had been quite strict with him during the day, and now this little boy had the chance to take a cookie. And so when Guru did that, I would be standing up and I'd be watching it, and I thought it was so joyful that I almost wanted to laugh, but I would have this big smile on my face. And then Guru would look up sheepishly and look at me as if to say, you've caught me. But then he would come up and he'd say, you know how to smile, and then Guru would walk down the hallway and leave the PS86, which I would get to walk behind him. So, as I said, on different occasions, there'd be another guard that would come and you'd be standing a little to the side. But he didn't, because he was facing sideways and not seeing Guru directly the way I was, he didn't see this whole sort of thing that was going on with Guru and the potential cookie. Because sometimes Guru would find a cookie and sometimes he wouldn't. And so, but he'd still he'd see me smiling, And so one time, Guru was coming up and he looked at me and he sort of recognized my smile, and then he looked over at the other guard who wasn't smiling. And again he said to me, you know how to smile, teach him how to smile. So that was, again, it's like the thing, Guru's giving me lessons, but again it was sort of not, it never involved the mind at all, it was purely in the heart. And then one year, we used to have, before the Christmas trip, we used to have a week for visitors to come that maybe weren't going on the Christmas trip for whatever reason or whatever, to be able to spend some time with Guru before Guru was gone for a few months. So one year Guru came to his room, and then on the way out of his room he said to me, are you coming on the Christmas trip? And I said no. And the thing is, I had never been at that point. I'd never been on the Christmas trip, and he'd actually intimated that I didn't have to go. And so I said no. And then he said, when is your birthday? And I told him when my birthday was, which was in December, and they were leaving near the end of November. And he said, so you will go to see your family? If you're not going on the Christmas, you'll go to see your family. And I said, yes. He said, very good, very good. But how will I celebrate your birthday? And so I said, I don't know. He said, I will tell you. I will tell you. And so I will tell you. And then a couple of days later, again, when we were both me and this other guard was standing there, when Guru was coming out, and it was November, if I remember, it was November the 21st. And Guru said, you will come to my house now, and you will bring him. So again, Guru included this other disciple. And so we went over to Guru's house, and Guru celebrated my birthday. And it was really, it was really, really special for me. It was almost like now I had two birthdays, because I knew my family would celebrate when I went to the UK, or wherever my family would celebrate my birthday in December, the one on the day that I was actually born. But now Guru would give me another one. I mean, I later found out that there were a few other disciples, 2 or 3 other disciples at least, in the US, that Guru had done a similar thing with it, given them a separate birthday. And so then when the next day, I asked Guru when he was coming in to the function, so now do I celebrate this as my birthday? And he said, definitely, definitely, definitely. And so a year later, again, I got invited to the house for my birthday on November the 21st. And when I was coming in, and again, girls that were preparing food, Gossamana and Brahma that were preparing food in Guru's house, saw me and immediately said to me, oh, you are here for your Guru's birthday. So it became a thing, that, and then eventually also what happened is, in our center directory now, if you look any listing for my name, November the 21st is listed as my birthday. So it's my Guru birthday.